Welcome to the Pleiadian Star Tribe Talk Show. I'm your host, and truly, it's such an honor to be sitting here again with our guide today. We're diving into a topic that I think is really hitting home for so many people right now, even if they don't quite have the words for it yet.
Hello, beloved travelers.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be here sharing this space. And today, our mission is to sort of peel back the veil on something really extraordinary happening inside us. Those unmistakable signs that you personally are experiencing what we call a dimensional upgrade.
Absolutely. We've looked at the sources on this huge energetic evolution happening. And the core idea seems to be this shift, this movement away from dense consciousness, they call it, and towards something termed crystalline awareness. Could you maybe unpack those terms for us? What do they actually mean?
Yeah, that's the perfect place to start. So dense consciousness. Think of it like the old operating systems, rooted mostly in survival, ego, thinking in straight lines, competition, scarcity. Energetically, it's like wading through thick fog. Everything feels heavy, a bit slow, hard work.
Okay, heavy, slow, like fog. Got it.
And then crystalline awareness.
Ah, now imagine light. Think of a perfectly cut diamond, or maybe a clear quartz crystal. Crystalline awareness is a state where light, information, energy just passes right through your system, easily, no struggle. Your body becomes this active, clear conductor for cosmic intelligence. You can understand things on multiple levels at once. It's night and day, really. One is resistance, the other, resonance.
Wow. And the reason this deep dive feels so important is because our bodies are right at the center of this shift, aren't they? They're the interface.
Precisely. We really need to get this. The body isn't separate from the spiritual journey. It's the sacred instrument. It's literally how this new light learns to sing through us. Your body is translating these new frequencies of ascension. Your physical self is the bridge. And it's being rebuilt, like right now, in real time.
Okay, so if this upgrade is happening, what's pushing it? What are the big catalysts right now? Why has it happened to so many people, seemingly all at once? Good question. The context is huge. It's all this cosmic activity washing over our planet. The sources point to three main drivers happening together. First, the Earth's own frequency, its heartbeat, the Schumann resonance, it's rising, like dramatically.
Okay, or its vibrations going up.
Second, solar flares. They're getting much more intense. And they're basically delivering these blasts of highly charged plasma, photonic light, straight into our energy fields.
Wow, direct downloads from the sun.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And third, these cosmic gateways are opening up. Think of them as portals, facilitating downloads, information, energy from higher vibrational systems, from star families, from source itself.
So Earth changing, sun activating, cosmic doors opening, that's a lot hitting us.
It is. And all this intense energy causes our own individual energy fields to just expand rapidly, to try and match, to resonate with the cosmos. And as that happens, the frequency inside your body has to increase too.
Right, and this is the crucial part, isn't it? What happens when all that light hits the density we've been carrying?
Exactly. All of those old, heavy frequencies, the fear, the grief, the need for control, the shame, they simply can't exist in that much light. They can't vibrate that fast. So they start to dissolve almost spontaneously. It's like they just break apart because the vibration is too high for them.
Which sounds amazing, dissolving density. But I imagine the experience of that dissolving can feel really intense, maybe even scary if you don't know what's happening.
That's the paradox, the duality of it.
Yeah.
And we have to be honest about that. It is miraculous, this shift towards love and awareness. But it forces this clearing out that can feel really uncomfortable. Think about turning on a super bright light in an old, dusty attic you haven't visited in years.
Oh yeah, suddenly you see everything. Cobwebs, dust, stuff you forgot was even there.
Exactly. When that light increases inside you, everything that is not light gets illuminated. It surfaces, like ghosts rising up. But they're rising up to be released, finally. Often through really strong physical feelings or big emotional waves. And that's why understanding the body's language through all this is just so critical.
Okay, let's get into that language then. Because like you said, when people feel weird physical stuff, the first thought is often, oh no, what's wrong with me? Am I sick? But the sources really emphasize reframing this. These aren't necessarily medical symptoms in the usual sense, but signs of energetic recalibration.
That shift in perspective is everything, absolutely paramount. Your body is incredibly wise. It's not fighting the change, it's adapting, it's translating, it's alchemizing this new light. These symptoms are just its way of communicating. It might start really subtly, maybe just a little hum under your skin or a strange lightness in your chest or that high-pitched ringing in your ears that seems to come from nowhere. which the sources call an echo from another realm. Isn't that beautiful?
An echo from another realm. I like that. It gives it meaning. So, okay, let's break down some specifics listeners might be feeling. Starting with the physical stuff, the body adjusting to this new current.
Let's start with that vibrational tingling or buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
This seems to be one of the most common ones people report.
Yeah, I hear about this a lot. People say it's like an internal electricity, a subtle vibration. Hard to pin down where it is exactly.
Often it's felt gently, like a hum, maybe in the hands or feet, or right at the crown of the head, that spot where we receive light codes. But the why is fascinating. The sources say this sensation is basically your nervous system learning to handle a much higher voltage of light. It might even be linked to changes in how your mitochondria, your cellular powerhouses, are working.
Wait, so if the nervous system is carrying a higher voltage, are we talking about the body literally becoming more electrically conductive?
Exactly that. Think of yourself like old wiring in a house. Suddenly you're trying to run super high-speed internet through it. There's going to be some friction, maybe some heat, definitely some buzzing, until the wires themselves get upgraded. A body's own spiritual technology has to level up. It's like tuning a guitar string to a much higher note. You hear that vibration as the string tightens and adjusts. That's kind of what you're feeling in your body as it integrates these new frequencies.
That analogy really clicks. It grounds it. Oh, and next one. This one feels tricky, almost backward. Waves of deep, profound fatigue. You'd think moving into higher consciousness would make you feel energized, right? Not wiped out.
Yes. The counterintuitive wisdom of Ascension. It's so important to understand this. When you're going through these big dimensional upgrades, your body is using enormous amounts of energy. Why? Because it's literally restructuring itself. On a cellular level, you're not just running a race, you're rebuilding the car's engine while it's still moving down the road. All that energy goes into transmuting old density, maybe even repairing DNA strands, integrating these new light codes.
The sources mention this energy drain is often linked to restructuring around the solar plexus and the heart chakra specifically.
Yes, the third and fourth energy centers. That deep work requires the body to slow right down. Sometimes it demands rest, like now, an almost compulsive need for a nap, or just quiet time alone.
And the key is, you have to listen to that, not just push through with coffee.
You must crave and honor that deep rest. The sources are really clear on this. Rest is integration. It's not laziness. If you try to push through this kind of fatigue, treat it like you just need more caffeine, you actually slow down the essential work happening inside. The light needs quiet time to settle, to anchor into your physical matrix. If you don't stop voluntarily, your body might just find a way to make you stop. Maybe a cold, or just feeling totally flat.
Okay, good warning. Moving on, another common one, heat surges, temperature fluctuations, feeling hot then cold. This can be unsettling, especially waking up sweaty in the night.
Yes, people describe it as energy weather inside your skin. And the mechanism is pretty powerful, purely energetic. As this new high-frequency light pours into your system, it literally starts to burn off the denser, lower vibrational energy stored in your cells. Stuff from old traumas, old beliefs. It's like an internal energetic furnace kicking on. So you might feel sudden waves of inner warmth, intense sweating, or those rapid switches, hot 1 minute, freezing the next. It's real physical proof that the light is actively cleaning house, purifying your cells, an internal cleanse by fire.
And then we get to the heart, the center of it all, you could say, heart expansions. This one causes worry, understandably, because palpitations or pressure, we associate that with anxiety or heart problems.
This needs the most careful, conscious reframing. In the context of these upgrades, those palpitations, that feeling of pressure, maybe flutters, or sometimes even a deep ache right in the chest area, these are usually signs that your heart chakra is opening rapidly. It's expanding to embody divine compassion, yes, but also multidimensional intelligence.
The sources say something huge here. The heart becomes the new brain, the center of multidimensional intelligence.
Yes, that's a core teaching. The heart's electromagnetic field is thousands of times stronger than the brain's. In higher dimensions, intelligence isn't just linear thought. It's accessed through feeling, through resonance. Your heart knows. The physical sensations are often just the organ itself, the muscle, adjusting to its massively expanded new role as the primary receiver and transmitter of divine knowing.
Okay, but if the heart is taking over intelligence, how do we tell the difference between that genuine intuitive knowing and just plain old fear pretending to be instinct? That's tricky.
That is the pivotal question of Ascension, isn't it? The distinction, according to the sources, lies in the frequency, the feeling of the sensation itself. Fear feels dense. It contracts your chest, makes your breath shallow, feels urgent, maybe panicky. Intuition, that hard intelligence, feels expansive. It feels calm, clear. There's a quiet certainty to it, even if the guidance seems totally illogical to your thinking mind. The heart palpitations, the expansion, it's like your heart is physically practicing this new, open, expansive way of knowing.
So it's your intelligence evolving, not your body failing.
Precisely. Your whole system is upgrading to a higher bandwidth.
And often connected to that heart stuff is the ringing in the ears or maybe pressure in the head. Again, not always medical tinnitus, right? This can be vibrational.
Very often, yes.
Yeah.
Purely vibrational. Sometimes it seems to target the pineal gland area, that third eye space. Your body is basically tuning itself to new frequencies of communication. You're starting to hear the tones of higher consciousness.
What are those tones? Are we talking like angels, guides, star systems communicating?
The sources suggest it can be all of that. That persistent, high-pitched ringing. Mystically, some interpret it as hearing the universe breathe, or hearing the subtle sounds of creation itself. But energetically, it's your nervous system recalibrating its threshold for sound input. Our physical ears only pick up a tiny slice of the frequencies out there. As your crystalline structure activates, your inner ear, your spiritual ear, starts perceiving communications from other dimensions, other densities. When you get that intense ringing, just know you're calibrating. You're tuning into frequencies beyond the normal human range. Your system's updating its receiver, downloading new language codes.
Wow, okay. And lastly, for the physical signs, things that really impact daily life, changes in sleep and appetite.
Ah, yes, the sleep changes are fascinating. So many people report waking up consistently at specific times. Often those number codes like 2.22 a.m., 3.33, 4.44, those hours, especially between, say, 2 and 4 a.m., are traditionally when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. It's like prime time for your higher self to communicate, to download new energy codes without your busy conscious mind interfering.
And often they wake up feeling not groggy, but alert, peaceful even.
That peaceful alertness is the key. It signals that the downloads were successful, integrated, your spirit feels refreshed with the new info, and then appetite. Oh yes. The body just starts craving lighter, more vibrant foods. Suddenly, heavy processed meals, maybe meat, dense sugars, they just feel off, repulsive even.
Because the body knows what it needs, it's seeking fuel that matches its new, higher vibration.
Exactly right. It wants high-frequency fuel. Your own biology is guiding you, instinctively, towards food that supports this crystalline awareness. The sources basically say the light body can't run well on fuel that's dense or carries old, heavy energy. So if you suddenly can't stomach your usual heavy meals or you get sensitive to chemicals, it's a strong sign your dimensional settings have shifted. Your body's demanding clean, high-vibe energy to hold the upgrade.
Okay, so we've covered the body's physical language pretty thoroughly. But the upgrade isn't just physical, is it? It's this intense emotional and energetic purge, too. This sounds like where the really deep work happens.
Oh, absolutely. This is the core of it, really. A dimensional upgrade is fundamentally rewriting the code of your emotional DNA. It's not just about feeling a bit better, it's clearing out stuff stored deep in the emotional body, maybe generational patterns, karmic loops. This is why Ascension can sometimes feel like intense therapy, but happening much faster. Everything just seems to surface all at once sometimes.
The sources talk about old stories surfacing. What kind of ingrained narratives suddenly start to unravel?
These are usually the really deep ones, the core wounds that have kind of run your life, kept your frequency tuned to survival mode. Things like feeling unworthy, needing to be perfect all the time, that deep fear of being rejected or abandoned, maybe a need to control everything. The light coming in is so strong now, it just forces these old stories, which are really just energy blockages, it forces them to break apart.
And when that happens, they rise like ghosts, so they can finally be seen and released.
That's the idea. Rise up to be bathed in light. Return to source. Let go of forever. This might look like suddenly remembering something from childhood you totally repressed, but with intense clarity now. Or maybe feeling a huge wave of grief that doesn't seem connected to anything happening in your life right now.
And that surfacing leads to those sometimes confusing emotional signs, right? Crying for seemingly no reason, or suddenly forgiving someone who hurt you years ago, or even those intense waves of nostalgia.
Yes, and don't forget the spontaneous bursts of just pure joy and gratitude too, where you suddenly feel overwhelmingly connected to everything. It's all part of it. These aren't random mood swings. They're signs that your emotional body is doing a massive clear out. It's releasing stored memories, not just from this lifetime, but maybe from parallel timelines, past lives even. The emotions are evidence of deep energetic liberation, the clearing of old soul contracts.
Wow. That kind of intense purging must make people incredibly sensitive afterwards, though. The sources mention crowds becoming overwhelming, bright lights or loud noises feeling almost painful. I know people relate to suddenly needing to isolate.
And this is where we absolutely have to reframe the idea of being fragile. Please, if you're listening, hear this. You are not becoming fragile. You're becoming finely attuned. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's proof of your expansion.
So it's like the volume got turned up on our senses.
Exactly. Your energy field is widening significantly during an upgrade. You're literally sensing more life force, other people's intentions, pollution in the environment much more acutely. So your boundaries have to shift to protect that wider, more sensitive field. The old ways of just pushing through noise or crowds, they don't work anymore because that input overload now causes actual physiological stress or pain.
So that sudden craving for quiet, for nature, for solitude, it's not being antisocial. It's a genuine need, a spiritual and biological requirement for integrating all this.
It's your spirit asking for sacred space, space to expand, space to assimilate. And that links directly to how your guidance system shifts too. As your heart takes over as the main compass, you start noticing more synchronicities, right? Those little winks from the universe. The right person calls, you find the perfect book.
Yeah. Or you get those intuitive hits just knowing something without knowing how you know. Or sudden bursts of creativity that feel like they come through you, not from you.
That's your guidance system recalibrating, relying less on external logic, more on that internal multidimensional knowing, the kind that speaks through feelings, signs, and synchronicities.
The old ways of looking outside for validation or control just start to fall away.
They have to. They're too slow, too dense for the new operating system you're running. And a final, really crucial perspective on all this emotional release is this. Whatever leaves you now, it's liberation. It's not punishment. You are shedding layers that kept your frequency stuck in just surviving. You're making room for your true, radiant, abundant self to finally emerge.
That leads us perfectly into the practical side, integrating the new light. If people are feeling all this, the buzzing, the tears, the exhaustion, what can they actually do to navigate it more smoothly? How do we help the process along without feeling totally overwhelmed?
Integration is everything. It's where the magic really anchors. The sources consistently emphasize, the more gently and consciously you treat your physical body during this, the smoother the whole recalibration feels. Think of yourself as this incredibly delicate, high-tech piece of equipment that just got a massive software update. You need gentle handling, constant nourishment, and plenty of rest to prevent a system crash.
Okay, so let's talk specifics. Practical integration techniques. First up, grounding with the earth. Sounds simple, maybe too simple.
It seems simple, but it's probably one of the most powerful things you can do. Literally, spend time with your bare feet on the earth. Grass, soil, sand, whatever. The sources explain this electrically, not just woo-woo. The earth has this massive negative charge. Our bodies, especially with all the electromagnetic smog and these high-frequency light downloads, tend to build up a positive charge. That leads to inflammation, feeling staticky or wired.
So touching the earth balances our charge.
Exactly. You reconnect your electrical system to the planet's grid. It allows this healthy energy exchange, neutralizing that excess charge. And don't forget trees. Trees are amazing. The sources call them ancient frequency stabilizers. They literally help translate the intense, sometimes chaotic cosmic light you're receiving into a frequency your cells can handle more easily. Lean on a tree, sit under one. Let its deep, stable energy harmonize your possibly overamped system.
From the earth outside to our inner world. Hydration. You mentioned water consciousness earlier. This isn't just about drinking 8 glasses a day, is it?
Not just quantity. No, it's about the quality in your intention. Remember, water is the primary conductor of light within your body. So drink water with gratitude. Really acknowledge its role. We're told water carries photonic memory. Its actual crystalline structure changes based on the information it's exposed to: sound, light, even your loving intention. It's the conductor for these light codes moving through you.
So we can charge our water.
Absolutely. Infuse it consciously, bless it, put it in sunlight for a bit, maybe add a clean crystal. By consciously upgrading the conductor inside you, you help those high-frequency energies flow more smoothly. Dehydration, on the other hand, creates static, hinders the process, makes the physical discomfort worse.
I love that. Actively preparing the vessel. Okay, third technique. Rest, silence, and anchoring the codes.
Yes. Your nervous system has just handled a massive energy surge, maybe processed huge emotional releases. It needs focused downtime to harmonize. This means really embracing meditation, maybe listening to calming music without words or just lying down in total stillness. No phone, no TV. When you allow that deep silence and rest, you give the new energetic codes time to actually anchor properly into your physical and energetic structure. If you rush, that's when you feel dizzy, anxious, ungrounded, like you're not quite in your body.
So be still and let the light settle in.
Be still and anchor the light.
Mm.
When you sleep deeply or rest properly, your physical system can finally dedicate all its resources to that integration work.
And link to vibration, sound, and breath work.
Oh, these are fantastic immediate tools for vibrational alignment. Singing, toning, just making simple vowel sounds like ah or om, or even just listening to specific sound frequencies. The sources often mention 432 hertz as being particularly harmonizing. Sound literally vibrates through the water in your body, gently shaking loose any stuck energy or residual density.
And
Breath is the non-negotiable. It's the most accessible tool we have, always. Conscious breathing, slow, deep breaths, really feeling the air move in and out, that is the bridge. It connects dense physical reality with your expansive spiritual self. Right there in your chest, you're consciously bridging heaven and earth, integrating the two, allowing that high-frequency light to settle deeply into your cells.
Wonderful. And finally, let's circle back to nourishment. If the body wants high-frequency fuel, what does that look like day to day? What does the light body really need?
It needs food that feels alive, food that still holds its own light energy. The best criteria: think fresh, think vibrant colors, locally sourced fruits if possible, dark leafy greens, raw nuts and seeds, high-quality herbal teas. These are the things that naturally vibrate at a higher frequency and importantly require the least amount of your body's energy to digest and process.
So it's not about dieting in the usual sense.
Not at all. It's about supporting your spiritual evolution. The heavier, denser, more processed the food, the harder your system has to work just to break it down. That diverts precious energy away from the upgrade and integration process. Your light body genuinely thrives on high-frequency fuel. Eating this way makes the whole integration feel smoother, more sustainable.
It feels really empowering to know we can actively participate like this. We're not just passengers being bumped around, we're co-creating this ascension inside ourselves.
Absolutely. And that brings us right to the sort of grand realization, the quantum truth behind this entire journey, which really reframes the whole experience.
Okay, I'm ready. What's the big overarching truth the sources point to?
The grand realization is this: you are not just evolving biologically, you are remembering. Remember what it truly means to exist as pure light in physical form. All those symptoms, the confusion, the fatigue, the weirdness, it's all actually a sign of success. Every single shiver, every tear, every pulse, every strange sensation you feel is evidence. Evidence of divinity awakening within matter, right here, right now, in you.
So we need to constantly remind ourselves the body isn't failing us. It's not betraying us.
It's initiating the upgrade. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do in this new energy. The process feels rough sometimes because the transformation itself is so absolute, so profound.
Wow, that just flips the whole script, doesn't it? Takes the fear out, removes that feeling of being a victim to these symptoms.
It does. The fear comes from misunderstanding, from thinking the body's breaking down. When you realize, truly realize, that your body's succeeding at a much higher task, the task of holding more light, then the resistance just melts away. And the true meaning of ascension, as these sources define it, it's not about escaping Earth. It's not about leaving the body behind. It's about embodying heaven within it, here, now. It's the sacred marriage, spirit and skin coming together, cosmos and breath becoming one. That's the initiation you're in the middle of. You're transforming dense matter into luminous light.
Okay, so when those symptoms hit hard, the buzzing gets intense, the heart does that fluttery thing, big emotion surge, we need something practical, a tool, an anchor to bring us back to this quantum truth and stop the panic.
We do. And we want to give you, listening right now, a clear, simple instruction for those moments of intense integration. When it feels overwhelming, when the strangeness hits, pause. Just stop whatever you're doing for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Connect right into that multidimensional intelligence that lives in your heart space. Feel the warmth of your own hand.
Okay, hand on heart. Then what?
Then while you're holding your heart, just whisper this affirmation, gently. Repeat it as many times as you need to until the fear softens and you feel the energy start to settle, to integrate. Whisper, I am safe. I am upgrading. I am becoming light.
I am safe. I am upgrading. I am becoming light. That's really powerful. Simple but powerful. I think everyone should write that down, commit it to memory. It anchors you right back into the truth of what's happening.
This whole journey, this dimensional evolution, it's the most intimate love affair possible, between you and the divine. It's the universe literally using your physical form, your senses, your feelings to experience its own awakening. Think about that incredible honor, that responsibility. Through your body, through your breath, the universe experiences itself, remembering its own beauty. Creation waking up within you.
That's the ultimate perspective shift, isn't it? The profound role of being human right now.
You are the bridge between worlds, your walking sunlight, divine electricity wrapped in skin. So the final thought, the provocative idea we really want to leave you with today, traveler, is this. Let your body be what it was always meant to be. The temple of translation between heaven and earth. Trust it. Allow the shift. Cooperate with it.
A truly profound message to end this deep dive. Thank you so much for guiding us through the sometimes confusing but ultimately amazing language of our own transformation. And for everyone listening, if this resonated, if you love this deep dive and you want more cosmic insights, more soulful conversations, please make sure you subscribe to the Pleiadian Star Tribe talk show.
Yes. We have so much more light to explore together. We'll be diving into things like awakenings, star seeds, the incredible wisdom of the blue-ray souls, healing through remembering who you are, and just how to live as integrated light in this rapidly changing world.
So hit subscribe wherever you get your shows. Maybe turn on notifications so you don't miss the next activation of light, perhaps. Join our growing circle.
We'll see you in the next transmission.